Hi everybody, and welcome to Leon. As I said, all of this end of the weekend, we're going to be talking about the Camino de Santiago. I'm doing the Camino de Santiago by car, and I'm going to be showing you some of the beautiful cities along the Camino. And today we are in Leon, capital city of the old kingdom that has its name, Leon. Okay? Leon has some incredible architecture like this one. Okay? Probably the most important building in the city of Leon. It's the cathedral. We're going to see it at the end. But let's start with this one, because let me introduce you to this gentleman that we have him here seated, that if you've been to Barcelona, maybe he looks familiar, because this gentleman is Antonio Gaudi, okay, the one that designed the Sagrada Familia. And almost all of his work, it is in Catalonia, but there was a very wealthy gentleman in Catalonia that came all the way to here, to Leon, to do some trading, and he brought some of the art of Catalonia. He commissioned Gaudi to make this beautiful palace. So let's take a quick look at it, because I think it's a beautiful, beautiful neo-Gothic building constructed by Antonio Gaudi. Hola Susana, how are you doing? Hola David, welcome to Leon. So as you can see, when we think about Antonio Gaudi, we always think about those curviline's, very organic buildings. Well, he had a neo-Gothic season, or a neo-Gothic part of his life, and probably this building, it is one of the biggest representations of that part of Antonio Gaudi. I think the place where we get to see more the hand of Gaudi, it is in this San Michael. If you go to Barcelona, you will see that he has something with lizards, and instead of killing a dragon, to me, that is more a lizard. Isn't that a beautiful image? I think it's very Gaudi style, okay? The thing is that Antonio Gaudi, he did three different buildings outside of Catalonia. Two of them here in Leon and another one in Cantabria, okay? So this is one of those beautiful works of art made by Antonio Gaudi. Today, it is an amazing museum. So if you get to come to Leon, you have to see this beautiful museum, which is by this other very impressive building. Okay, this building, it is the building of Los Guzmanes. It was constructed in the 1500s, and it is in Renaissance style. The Guzmanes family, they were a huge family, very powerful in these lands, and they ordered the construction of this building. The thing is that at that moment, the shape of this building was kind of complicated, because it looks as it is a rectangular building, but it's not. It has like a funny shape because it was not allowed to do it perfectly square. Don't ask me why. I've tried to research on that, and I have not been able to find it. One of the things, one of the peculiarities of this building is that, as you can see, the front entrance, normally when you construct a building, you would probably put it here in the middle of the building. But in that time, here in Leon, in Castile, where we are today, the taste or the like of the people was to do it on one side, not center, like we're used to, right? Which that is going to be later in the neoclassical style, that everything is very symmetrical. Here, what they were looking was to break that symmetry. Escorting the main entrance, well, today we have the flags, because this is the government of the Leon province, okay? But here, those two soldiers that we have up there. Hola Janet, how are you doing? Hola Debbie. There's a fantastic place, it is beautiful. So those two gentlemen, who they are they're two soldiers escorting the coat of arms of the Guzmanes family, okay? So it's a super night with all the winds. It's like way so beautiful. So let's start walking along the city of Leon. By the way, Leon means lion. And everybody, if you come to Leon, you're gonna see that there are many fountains dedicated to lions and sculptures dedicated to lions and lions and lions. But to tell you the truth, really, it is not about lions, the name, because as you can imagine, there were no lions around here. The reason why this city is called Leon comes from the Roman word legion. Okay, the city of Leon was founded 29 years before Christ, and there was a Roman legion in here, and then that Spanish evolved it into lion, and that is why the city of Leon is called Lion. Nothing to do with lions, the animals. The city of Leon. Whoop, let me turn the camera. There we go. When in the year 711, when the Moors, the Muslim Empire, came, this city was almost deserted. Okay, there was a lot of people coming in, out, and the city almost went empty. There was barely nobody living in here. But by the beginning of the 10th century, in the year 910, it became a small little kingdom. On top of us, we have the kingdom of Asturias, okay? And a place, a little piece of it, broke, and the village and the kingdom of Leon was created. Okay, and in the year 1310, it's when it became part of the kingdom of Castile. Okay, and then ever since has been the kingdom of Castile. Hola, Rich, Laura, William, welcome to Leon. This street where we are, it is known as the Calle Ancha, the wide street, and as you can see, it's pretty wide for this time period. Okay, and this street divides the city in two different parts. On that side, it is what is called El Húmedo, which is the oldest part of the city, and on that side we have the romantic area of the city of Leon. Okay, so the city really divided into thanks to this street. Oh, by the way, where we are, and it's quite, oops, I'm trying to change the camera because we are, as you can see, in the Camino de Santiago. As I said, all this week we're going to be talking about the Camino, and right now we're all walking together in the Camino. Here we have buildings from the 1700s, 1800s, with all of these beautiful balconies that are very French style. Okay, you have to think that by the 18th century Spain, all of these enlargements of the city, they copy what was going on in Paris. Okay, so that's why we have all of these things. Hi Lena, hi Denise. Look at this beautiful house. Oh my God, it's super beautiful. So what else? Well, one of the important things about the city of Leon is that there is a Roman wall around it, around the old quarter. In fact, it's in pretty good shape, right? So if you are into Roman art, that is one of the things you can come over here and do it. Another important thing about this town is that weekly there are 2 open-air markets. Okay, it's on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and it takes in the main square, the old center, which means in that side, in the Húmedo neighborhood. Okay, so they still keep that vibe. The thing is that Leon is only 122,000 inhabitants, and it's a very easy city to live in. It's a very comfortable city. Everything is stone throw away. I mean, it's a city very easy to live, and they still keep the tradition of having markets, okay? And not once a week, twice a week. Anyway, as I told you, the most important and impressive building that we have in Leon, it is here, the cathedral. This beautiful, beautiful cathedral. It's considered the best Gothic cathedral in Spain. Her name is Santa María de Regla, Holy Mary of Regla, and it's, yes, and it's gorgeous. It took the resemblance of the Cathedral of Reims in France. Okay, it is considered, as I said, the best French Gothic that we have. The towers are over 200 feet tall. They have the pinnacles all the way at the top. Very, very French style, very beautiful, very elegant. Okay, just in case you need to know the name of the city, it's called Leon. Anyway, back to the beautiful cathedral. The thing is that in this cathedral, it is when they mastered the art of verticality. They were looking to reach God. The Gothic art, it was all trying to let the light of God come inside and try to reach God. That it's the meaning of the Gothic art. Okay, so the thing is that this incredible temple, it is that. I mean, I cannot even almost get it on the camera because it's so huge, so tall. It's, as I said, 200 feet. That for a city like Leon, it was something amazing. On top of it, we have Our Lady, the Annunciation. I still cannot believe how they saw all of these details in the Middle Ages, when now with telephones we can see it. Another of the important things is the rose window that we have. Leon's stained windows are considered one of the best ones in Europe. Okay, people say that there are more meters of stained windows here than in La Sainte-Chapelle in Paris. Okay, so really, it's an amazingly gorgeous inside. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to film inside. Okay, so I guess you will have to come and see it on your own, because really it's amazing. We get to see all the flying buttresses holding the main temple that is detached from the two towers. As you see, it's like three different structures. In other cathedrals, the towers are attached to it. Here, they're attached just by the flying buttresses. Okay, and this door, you've been here, Denise, isn't it beautiful? So one of the things is that these three different gates, these three entrances, they have probably one of the most, this type of Gothic arch. Now the word is not coming to my brain. It's like, hello, head. Pointed arches, sorry. As you can see, they're super pointy. But to make an emphasis in the verticality, take the two little ones, this one and this one, how extremely vertical they are. They can do this. Okay, so these two little arches that they're there for nothing, just for decoration, it is a way to show off a little bit how good they were, okay, how they have mastered the construction in the Gothic art. I don't know if I said it, it's from the 1200s, from the 13th century. And here in this entrance, in this gate, what we have is the Dormition, or the death of the Holy Mary. Let me show it to you. There she is laying. We don't say that she dies, we say that she falls asleep. So here we have her falling asleep. All the apostles are around her, they're all thinking, they're praying, they're crying. But on top, we have the image of Our Lady being welcomed in heaven and being crowned by the angels, and her son is welcoming her into heaven. I think this is a beautiful, beautiful door explaining the death of Holy Mary. In the arches, we're gonna find the glory. We're gonna find all of these angels happy, welcoming Our Lady into heaven. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful door, trying to explain to people who back then didn't believe, didn't know how to read, what was death. And we should not be afraid of death. Death is just another stage in life. So that is that beautiful, beautiful entrance. And on the main entrance to the church, the church, they're gonna kill me, they hear me saying it's a church, to the cathedral, what we have, it is the Last Judgment. Well, the most important thing here in Leon, it is her, Santa Maria de Regla, okay? Look at her, how beautiful she is. I mean, she has one of the most beautiful smiles in this type of sculpture. Sometimes they are a little bit erratic, a little bit cold, a little bit distant. Here, the mother, she's a very warm mother. She's looking at us, she's smiling. Baby Jesus is blessing us, he's also smiling. So it's a very warm, very tender image of Our Lady Maria, okay? But as I said, all the way up here, what we have is Jesus Christ with his hands up, judging all of us. We're gonna die and we're gonna see where we go, okay? So that is it good, is it bad? What are we doing here? Escorted, we have these two angels that are carrying utensils of the Passion. Then kneel down, we have, whoops, there we go, John, and on the other side, it's Mary. But the important part is right underneath, okay? So if we see that Jesus Christ is in the middle, the ones that now you see on your left, at the bottom, they are the good people that are saved. And as you can see, they're all dressed. And they're all dressed quite fancy, okay? They are not poor people, okay? So all of these are musicians, they're playing instruments. There's a bishop, there's wealthy people. All of these people are the people that has behaved well. You see there's a queen in there. And all of these people, what they do is they are good people, okay? And they are dressed and they're in heaven. They're waiting the way to go to heaven. And then here we have Michael. Saint Michael, he has two jobs. He kills the dragon, but also he's the one that weights our souls. And he's the one that says, okay, you have not been good enough, you're going to hell. You've been good enough, you're going to heaven. So here, what we have, it's him weighting the souls of people. He's taking it quite seriously. He's not like joking about it. And unfortunately, there's some people that have not been good enough and they are in hell. There you have them burning into the pits and the fire. They're being eaten by all of these demons and all of these horrible things. So, as I said, I always explain is that these doors, they were created for the people who didn't know how to read or write. So things had to be very clear, very upfront. Okay? It's like, there we go, this is good, this is bad. So as you see, this front of the cathedral, it is probably one of the most beautiful ones that we have today all around Spain. So if you have a chance to come over here, really visiting this cathedral, it is one of the most beautiful things. I'm still trying to talk with the people to see if they allow me to film inside. I'm afraid that's not going to happen today, but hopefully it will. This cathedral, her name is Pulcra Leonina, which is the beautiful cathedral from Leon. Okay, let me say hello to the people. I didn't say hi, Michelle Balou, hi, Grace, hi, B-Facer. Hola, everybody. Welcome to Leon. So, as you can see, Leon is a beautiful little city with amazing art, amazing history, and a very important stop for the pilgrims in the Camino de Santiago. As I said, this week we're going to be, today, tomorrow, and on Saturday, I'm going to be doing the Camino by car, and we are going to be sharing you some of the beautiful art along the Camino de Santiago. If you want to see this in person, I have two tours for this year. One in the spring. Well, one is late spring. It will start June 19th and it will go all the way to June 28th. And the second tour will start in August 28th and finish September 6th. Check them in my website. It is travelingsteps.es. You have all the information in there. Also, I have taped a podcast in Spanish loops. It is chapter 14, explaining everything about the Camino de Santiago tour. Really experiencing the Camino, it's one of the best things you can do. In those tours, we're not going to be, we'll be walking parts of the Camino, but not the whole thing. So if you're afraid of walking 600 miles, join our Camino for this June or for this end of the summer, okay? What else? I will see you around all of these 3 days. I'm going to be in and out posting things here on Facebook. Thank you for joining. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you in no time. Leon was a rest stop for me in the Camino. I spent 4 days there and loved every minute of it. So much to see. You are right, Debbie. It is a town that has so much history, so many beautiful monuments. There is San Isidoro church, which is considered to be the Romanesque 16 chapel, okay, which is beautiful. So with that said, my friends, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll see you either later or tomorrow, because if I go for tapas, maybe I'll join you. Bye-bye.